That breaking news, political activist and conservative media personality Charlie Kirk shot and killed while speaking at an event in Utah Valley University this afternoon.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, I hope
Stop!
On a day that shocked the nation, an attempted assassination unfolded in broad daylight during a public speech by controversial conservative figure Charlie Kirk. As Kirk spoke to his audience about American values, a single, deadly shot was fired, changing the course of the day forever. But what followed was even more unsettling. Newly surfaced footage that appears to show the assassin in the moments leading up to and following the attack, captured from a rooftop nearby. The chilling scenes raise more questions than they answer, and today we'll be taking a closer look at what exactly happened in those harrowing moments. At approximately 2:00 p.m., Charlie Kirk was in the middle of his speech at the event held at a local university campus. The energy of the crowd was palpable, as Kirk had been a polarizing figure known for stirring up passionate debate. People came to hear his views on conservatism, American values, and political discourse. But as Kirk spoke about national unity, the unthinkable happened. A gunshot rang out from somewhere in the distance. The shot seemed almost muffled, and yet it was devastatingly precise. Within seconds, Kirk collapsed to the ground, clutching his neck while chaos erupted in the audience. Panic spread as the crowd scrambled, unsure if more shots would follow. The university staff, initially uncertain of the gravity of the situation, rushed to Kirk's aid. Medical teams were immediately called, but despite their efforts, Charlie Kirk was pronounced dead shortly after being rushed to a nearby hospital. As the tragedy unfolded, local law enforcement and digital forensics teams worked quickly to piece together a timeline of the events. In the midst of the investigation, shocking new footage emerged, footage captured moments before and after the shot was fired. This footage, however, wasn't from the crowd or the event space. It was from the rooftop of a nearby building, a vantage point that gives a chilling view of the entire scene. The footage shows a lone figure on the rooftop. The individual, dressed in dark clothing, can be seen moving swiftly across the roof just before the shot was fired. The person appears to be positioning themselves, carefully observing the crowd below. Was this individual preparing for the perfect shot, or was there a different motive at play? In the seconds leading up to the attack, the figure can be seen adjusting their position, seemingly waiting for the right moment. Then, just moments after the gunshot rang out, the figure is seen running in the opposite direction, disappearing into the shadows. The chilling part of this footage is not just that it shows the assassin moments before and after the shooting, but the way the individual seems to vanish without a trace of a ghost in the middle of an open, public space. Law enforcement immediately launched a full-scale investigation, not only into the identity of the assassin, but also into the logistical aspects of how this attack could have been planned. The rooftop vantage point was ideal, yet there are no obvious signs of the assassin's escape. There were no other witnesses who reported seeing anyone leave the area or acting suspiciously before or after the attack. How did they manage to carry out the assassination with such precision and disappear so quickly? Authorities began by securing the entire campus, questioning those who attended the event, reviewing nearby security footage, and even conducting forensic analysis of the building. But as the investigation progressed, a key question arose. Did the assassin have inside knowledge of the event? Evidence or eyewitness testimony has been able to directly connect anyone to the crime, and the case remains a mystery. The assassination of Charlie Kirk sent shockwaves through both political circles and the public. For some, it was an act of political violence that they could never have anticipated. For others, it was a reminder of the increasingly hostile political climate. Public figures from all sides of the political spectrum expressed outrage and grief, condemning the act as a senseless tragedy that could have easily spiraled into further violence. News outlets, both local and international, covered the story extensively, highlighting the unsettling nature of the footage. On social media, graphic videos of the incident quickly spread, fueling further speculation and confusion. Some commentators pointed to the growing polarization of politics and the increasing risk of violent actions from extremists on both sides. Tributes poured in for Charlie Kirk, with friends, colleagues, and supporters praising his contributions to the political discourse and his role in shaping public debates. However, others questioned the motives behind the attack, wondering if this was the result of escalating political tensions or something far more calculated. As the investigation continues, the public has been left with more questions than answers. Was this a lone act carried out by a person with extreme political views? Or could this have been part of a larger conspiracy aimed at silencing a high-profile public figure? Could there be more people involved in this plot, or was the assassin acting alone? Some theories suggest that the assassin was motivated by ideological beliefs, while others argue that the individual may have been trying to send a broader message. Was it a calculated political move, or did the assassin have personal grievances against Kirk? And why was the shot taken from such a distance, from an elevated position on the rooftop? Was it purely for the sake of precision, or was there another reason for choosing that particular spot? At this point, we can only speculate. But what is clear is that this was a carefully orchestrated event, with an individual prepared to act when the time was right. The chilling footage only adds to the mystery, and as the investigation unfolds, more details will surely emerge. As of now, the assassin remains unidentified, and the investigation continues to probe deeper into the events surrounding the attack. The case has captured the attention of the world, leaving us with more questions than answers. What do you think happened that day? Could there have been more involved? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for updates as we continue to cover this unfolding story.